Can you hear me? Let me see. Can you see yourself? Let me see how this works. I can't see if you are sharing the. I don't know if we are sharing the. Um, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Let me see if I can fix that. Uh, supposed to have all the way to 6 guests. So that's what it tells me. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what it says. I have no idea why this is not working. It's supposed to And obviously the link works. I have AC from can you see yourself now? I can't see
Yeah,
myself. I don't know if I can hear myself there. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man.
So
I have to check. Hold on, man. Let me get my computer and see it. Okay, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay. Yeah, basically it's just me on the screen. That's what that's what you're
But can you, if you can hear me, we can do it like that if you want.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about Darvin Ham
Okay.
and about what do you think he's going to bring to the table. I have an idea, but I just wanted to check what have you heard um, and the things that you can gather from.
Yeah. Man, I'm not an X and O's guy, like you. Biggest thing I think we could probably look forward to Darvin Ham bringing to the table is, um, I guess last season LeBron James was a leader. You know, all hell broke loose. Russ Vogel lost the locker room. Um, Russ definitely didn't real. So I think Darvin Ham, man, I think first and foremost, man, he just brings leadership. Like I said before, when um when we when we had this when once he started talking, man, you could tell something was different. The man knows how to command a room, and I think I think that first and foremost, I think he's going to bring leadership. He's going to hold people accountable. Um, one of the first things, defense. Defense. So, he said we got to compete. It starts on the defensive end. So that's what I'm most excited about, man. I'm and him preaching that defense because we could score last year. Defense was the issue with the Lakers last season.
It, he comes from that Detroit, uh, the Pistons that were really defensive minded team,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes to Mike Brown, who was also defensive minded when he got his start as an assistant coach.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's going to use a lot of that the defensive schemes that the Bucks use, and I see Thomas Bryant as a something like um, Brook Lopez type of player, where he can
Yeah.
shoot from long range, and he can be a team defender. I think Thomas Bryant can handle that.
Yeah, what I've heard, and it yet, but hold on a second. Excuse me, man. I had a real bad cold, bro, and I caught from my kids. What I heard in their summer workouts that Austin Reed, Thomas Bryant were really impressive. Out he was out in those um in those runs up here at UCLA. I saw a little bit of video coverage of him, man, and he looks fully, he's coming off the injury, and he looks like he's ready to go. To your point, I think he can kind of be that stretch big similar to uh, Lopez.
I think the it's going to be more difficult now to for other teams to score on paint, because I think we are going to have pretty much all the time two bigs there. A lot of guards though. Too
Yeah,
many.
yeah. You know, same deal as last, but maybe we have a little bit more talent this year. I don't know, but it seems like we could always get we can always get guards to come here and take a little bit less money. But as far as getting wings in here, wing position, that's kind of like the premium spot in the NBA, and guys all get paid. So, we couldn't really, get the guys that we wanted for as far as wings are concerned. But yeah, by having Damian Jones back, man, having Damian Jones and Thomas Bryant. Every time that Damian Jones was with the Lakers a couple of seasons ago, man, we never should have let him. He pretty much did everything that they asked of him. But he just game when they decided to bring in Andre Drummond. But that was, I think defensively, I think we'll be back on track. With AD Jones in there, man, he's not a big time shot blocker, but he's okay. Excuse me. And Thomas
Yeah, he's
Bryant in there. Mm-hmm.
he's adequate. Or at least, let me say this: at least he's above average defender, rim protector.
Right. I mean, I'm very happy to have him back, and that's why. I mean, I don't. We'll talk about trade. When you talk about trade, you know, infatuated with the idea of having what's the guy? The guys from um Indiana, Buddy Hield, and who's the big man? I forgot his name. Um,
Miles Turner.
yeah, Miles Turner. Yeah, I was kind of infatuated with having Anthony Davis, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm happy with the bigs that we have, man. We need more. We
Yeah,
definitely want front court players. Maybe, maybe that'll be that. as far as the 15th man on the roster.
Are you? What do you think about the Lakers picking up Max Christie instead of a 3-point shooting uh, wing?
Well, I mean, I didn't know too much about the other college, but I just happened to be off during the summer league, and I did watch one. I did watch. We went down there. We saw the Lakers versus, and I saw Max play, man, and you know, project. He might need a year in the G League, or I don't know what the deal is. With his shot right now, but I think it'll come back. He's already better than average defensively, so once he'll be fine, man. But your
I,
question was why didn't they what they needed? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't draft what they needed, bro. I don't know.
Because to me, it's strange because he's got like, if you see the way he shoots the right way, but
Yep.
still he's like a less than 30%, I think, 3-point shooting. And I haven't seen much of his mid range, but
Uh,
I don't know. I haven't seen anything that grabs me, like tells me this guy is gonna be good, or I don't know. It's young, so he's young, so maybe it's time what he needs. But
yeah, he only had that 1 year in college, right? And then it wasn't as good as what they thought he might be. Then he came on into the league, but he had a fairly decent high school career, man. I think as a senior, or I think he scored like, I think he averaged as a senior in high school. He averaged like points a game, 10 rebounds, and like maybe 3 or 4 assists, and even I think a couple steals per game. So if you're looking for the numbers, that's where they were, but it didn't. It didn't really translate. Where did he go? He went to Michigan State, right? Michigan State.
yeah,
Yeah, he only had that 1 year, and he didn't kind of put um, like he did in high school. So I don't know, that's why I kind of viewed him as kind of a project player, man.
yeah.
They got him listed at 6'7", bro, but I don't think he's 6'7".
No, I think he's less. I don't know, but
He's about the same
this is the thing.
size as Austin Reeves.
You buy a second round pick, and
Right.
I would think that if you buy a second round pick, you are going to choose somebody who you can use now as a shooter.
Right.
And there were a few guys, I can't remember the names, but I know they went after they chose Christie. And so to me, it was like, really? I mean, I have nothing against the kid, but he's not a win now type of player. And then I
Look at
don't know if
mm-hmm.
what's his name? Cole Swider is a worse defender than Melo, but he's younger and he can
Yeah.
shoot the lights out. And that's a guy that I hope we can make something out of him, uh,
Yeah.
like from the get go. Because if he can learn how to stay in front of a guy, at least in a decent, you know,
Yeah.
way, um, definitely the Lakers can use this guy. He's shooting.
Yeah. He's been on a hell of a tear in the summer league and his whole for the most part his whole senior season. I mean, pretty much his whole senior season at Syracuse. I mean, maybe you know his first few games were kind of slow, but after that, with the threes. So yeah, he gets to see the floor. I guess it's just strictly going to depend on to pick up the defensive schemes, and if, like you said, if he can just do the bare minimum, bro, somebody in front of him. Oh, there you go. If he can keep somebody
Finally,
in
I
front,
found
if he can
out.
keep somebody. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier. So I think you probably just got to add yourself back or something. But
Yeah,
um, but anyway, um, opportunity, bro. But if he can't keep people in front of him, man, they can only kind of help him out so much. But the funny thing about they paid money to get the draft pick, and then they didn't draft they really needed, and then uh after they already drafted, then they signed Scottie Pippen Jr. to a two-way. Well, is it another guard?
yeah. It's
So so I
we
don't know, man.
we have a a team that could play small ball for for a while, and
Yeah.
that I mean that doesn't scare me as much as other people do, but I don't think that's what um, Darvin Ham uses. 'Cause his thing is this is the way he will use guards, and it's because I seen this on the Milwaukee Bucks. They usually use the guards on the dunker spot, and the reason they
Right.
do that is because in the case of the Bucks, Giannis, that gives Giannis the ability to pass all the big men before they can
Right.
set up their defense
Right. Right. Right.
and go to the dunker spot. If somebody stands in front of him, for that to happen, there have to be a guard open, and probably the guard that is going to be open is the one on the dunker spot, and that's where I see Darvin Ham using Westbrook because we'll put Westbrook right under the basket or to the corner where he's 40% from three. And if he does that, like, Frank Vogel kind of did that in the last three games of the Lakers. Last Westbrook had a monster game. And so in both, the three of them. So the problem with Vogel is that he just wanted to keep doing his own strategy of Horn's defense and Horn's offense, and everything was through that. But when he changed to a 4-1 in the last 3 games of his tenure as Laker coach, it worked. It worked, but it was too late.
Yeah, and then plus he was playing all the young guys, and yeah, man. You know, I don't have too much to say about that, but we'll see, man. I'm just happy, man, to watch a real offense this season, bro. I mean, what we've been watching the last 2-3, you know, not something that was terribly creative. Um, Tired of watching all the standing around. So just now with Darvin Ham moving, a lot of people cutting to the basket and all that kind of stuff. So man, I'm just happy to real offense this season.
Yeah, and this is, if you see the games, like a lot of the games we lost in that last season. A lot of them went to the but because we couldn't defend. I mean, the defense was so horrible, we couldn't, get any separation uh, between the other team, in terms of points.
Right. And
And
it
so,
was a lot. I'm sorry, you cut out. And it was last season too when we were up and we had the lead, lost the lead. It was over, bro.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
the other team just gave up, and they just weren't the type of team anybody for any extensive amount of time to slow them down or anything, man. So yeah, but we just got to go back to the basics, bro. That's why
yeah.
I'm sure that's what Darvin was preaching. Cause he was watching the Lakers last season, man. They just know the defense. The defense was just so.
And I saw players uh, that ran out of gas in the fourth quarter last
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah, yep. And we did to a lot of things on top of our age and you know. Oh man, that was a rough season. Yeah, but yes, and
Yeah.
to a certain extent, in some cases they just stopped fighting, especially once the season got so far gone. Man, it's just it's like once they lost that lead, bro, it was.
So I think we are gonna be better defenders, maybe even all the way up to the top 10. Um, Offense is gonna be. We gotta see how this offense is gonna work. But I'm not too scared of not having enough wings, and the reason is because we can still have JTA as a wing defender, and he can guard pretty much all positions. That's a good thing about him. And LeBron, if he has to do that, he will do it. And so, um, also, I know in some situations we are going to be able to use Pat Bev for that. And we got to see if Lonnie Walker can guard a 3 position. But
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. I just can't wait. I can't wait till till we start getting the reports. Once training camp starts on, because there's going to be a lot of competition, bro. There's just going to
Yeah.
be a lot of competition. Everybody, um, everybody, everybody's going to be a free agent, with the exception of LeBron. Let's see, LeBron, AD, and Jones has an option for next season, but everybody else is a free agent, man. So all these other guys, and I guess Christie has a contract too. But anyway, all these other guys, they're going to be fighting for position, man, fighting for contracts. So it's going to be a lot of competition. I believe the team is deep. They have a lot of options.
Do you think the
So
Lakers will offer? Do you think the Lakers will give an offer again to um, Schroeder?
well, you know what?
Maybe not the.
Yeah. Here's the thing: we got all these guys, right? We got Schroeder, we got Pat Bev. This is going to be a free agent. And Lonnie Walker, all these guys are going to be free agents, and they're going to be fighting for contracts. And the best case scenario for the Lakers, I think, will maybe 2 or 3 of these guys play over their head, and then we're back in the same place. Have to decide who they want to keep and who they want to let go.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on how well Dennis plays, man. I mean, he played well this summer, and it just depends on how. I think the best case scenario for the Lakers is at least 2 or 3 these guys play with contract.
Yeah.
And then the Lakers can kind of decide which ones they want to keep, because they can't keep doing this stuff about building a team every year, man. Having this 2 or 3 top guys, and then having a whole another team every year, man. I'm getting that. That's not good, man. So neat. So I know what they want to do. They want to preserve salary cap room for whatever it is. Even if they want to bring in another max player next season, right? Their own free agents, they can still pay them. They can still pay them, and they'll just be in the.
What like I think if they can keep this team, except for maybe adding some wing defenders that can shoot the three, um, I don't think they should break them up again, because that was the big mistake of the 2020 team. That team should have stayed together, and because I mean, Javel was really good for the team. It's not that they were really good players, but they were really good in terms of chemistry. And that is absolutely essential. I saw uh, you were interviewing in your live stream. I forgot his name. Jackson is
Jackson.
his last one.
Yeah, Jackson.
Um, um, I forgot. White NBA white guy.
Oh, his name is Jackson Wilkie, and his YouTube channel is the NBA White Guy. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, man. And you remember, man, that 2020 team, man, they just clicked from the very beginning, and we had our young players, right?
yeah,
We had KCP, and we had And Kyle Kuzma, but we still had a nice. We had Avery Johnson and Danny Green and JaVale, and then
Yeah,
you throw that LeBron and AD. It just clicked.
and that team looked like, for example, Kyle Kuzma. He got better on defense,
Right.
and I mean, not not still like known for defense, but he got better at defense. He is a
And
shooter,
rebounding.
maybe not a consistent one, but somebody who people think, let me guard him, so he could uh, do floor spacing, because you can't leave him just by himself on the three line. Um, so you had a combination of things. Alex Caruso wasn't the biggest three-point shooter, but if you leave him alone in that line,
Mhm.
he could also make that. And KCP is more like a microwave type of player, where when he gets hot, he starts shooting, and it's gonna be a shootout from his part. Um, and I thought I will never miss um Casey bloopers, but after watching Ross this last
Yeah.
year, I wish we have a KCP, because at least he could shoot from three and defend.
Right.
Um, I don't know if you saw the one that in Washington, when he tried to dunk, and basically the glass blocked his shot. That was really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That was. That was just a nightmare. He had his little bright spots. He had some runs here and there, man. But
Yeah,
look, man.
but I prefer KCP right
Yeah.
now over Russell Westbrook, and I don't know which video, but I did say that if the Lakers that I prefer the Lakers to, instead of getting Russell Westbrook, getting um they both went to the Chicago Bulls.
Oh.
Lonzo back and
And,
um um DeMar DeRozan. If we would have gotten those two instead of Westbrook, that it
yeah.
would be a different story, because we know that Lonzo can defend, and while DeMar DeRozan is not the best defender, he can do some defense in a team defense kind of way. But um, you know, he's a scorer, and Lonzo he fixed his 3-point shot. Um,
Yeah. They
uh,
just
he
got. They just got to get him back healthy.
Yeah, but I think we would have gotten a championship with those two instead of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. It would. It's just Russ just didn't work, and
Yeah.
it was really frustrating last season, man. And the way I see it now, it's getting any worse, man. It's got to get better, bro. It's got to get better. Uh,
Well, this
uh,
system, I think this system is going to be better for him,
right.
because there's going to be a lot of movement. It's going to create problems with the defense. And if we have like three guards at the same time, they're going to be moving a lot. So even
Mhm.
even if your shot is mid range, you are gonna, you're gonna have a good way to cut into areas where you can take that mid range shot, and that's what I like about
Mm-hmm.
the four out one in offense, because it's a motion offense, and the way the Bucks, apply it, it's kind of simple but effective. And because it's simple but effective, it's going to be easy to teach.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not going to be a like big problem to apply. And I think Ross would be able to do things that with the horns system that I mean Frank Vogel had that problem. His offensive schemes were predictable.
Mm-hmm.
He has only like this is all pretty much all his schemes. Um, he has uh, pick and roll, or either pin screen, or it varies between pin and staggered screen on the top, and
Mm-hmm.
then when they go when player goes in, if the defense comes out to him, he can actually benefit from a pick and roll, or do a hammers play to the corners. And the problem is that once the defense knows that you do that all the time, they start uh, taking out the passing lanes, and you are stuck with the motion offense. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, because the motion offense takes whatever the defense gives them, and it's a little bit difficult to read. That's one of the things in the five out version of the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of a emotional offense, and that's one of the things that makes the Warriors so difficult to guard. But people think that for those spacing uh, offense, you need a lot of shooting, and that's not exactly true. It's kind of true, but not exactly. You can do other things with that. And
Well,
a lot of
you
people
just
think that Golden State key is the 3 point shooting, and it's not. It's how they can open driving lanes. That's their key.
right, right. Open the driving lanes and hit open shots. That's
Yeah,
that's all they need. That's all they need to do. Yeah, it's going. Like I said, man, it's gonna be fun to watch, man. It's gonna be fun, and I think uh,
a lot funner
the,
than
the
last
the guys
year.
are the guys because honestly, the offense we had last season, bro, it's just watching LeBron, dribble the ball, and it's I'm ready. I'm ready to see some more movement, man. Get some other guys involved and easy looks, and yeah, man, I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready, and I look at the schedule. It's kind of tough starting off state, and then we got the Clippers. I don't know what comes after that, but uh,
Yeah, we're gonna start with the hat. Uh, we're gonna be
yeah,
thrown into the fire really fast,
yeah, man,
but that's the best way to know what you're made of. So I welcome that. I want to see that. I want to see how they match with these teams because then like, okay, this is what we can expect from this season.
Yeah, it's tough, man. We have, let's see, Golden State, Trailblazers, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Nuggets, and that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see the next. Then we have Cavaliers and Jazz again, man. So with the exception of the Jazz and shit, all those teams are picked to be above the Lakers. I mean, I don't teams to be above the Lakers, but if you
I,
listen to people talk right now, with the exception of the Trailblazers.
you know, that's it's like the Lakers stacks. It's like
Mm-hmm.
look what happened with the Jazz. The Jazz wanted the two first round, not
Mm-hmm.
one, two of them. But then they ended up uh, uh, having the exchange with Detroit Pistons. We know
No draft
no
pick.
any pick attached to it, and it's not like they got the Jazz got something back that was
Yeah.
worth anything. I don't mean any disrespect with the players, but considering what they were gonna get um, with the Lakers, so
Yeah.
this idea that teams just don't want to negotiate fairly with the Lakers is something that you see from time to time, and the same thing with ranking. I don't know if you remember how the Lakers were not considered title contenders when AD arrived, uh, and we won that year.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we are championship bound now, but what I'm saying is that the Lakers are always going to be considered lesser than what they really are.
Yeah. The Clippers were their favorite that year. At least coming out of the West, the Clippers were. I mean, now with LeBron going into season number 2, you know, I, I don't think this team is the kind of team that's going to go out there and wins. Uh, I, I think you know how it is. Their goal is just season, do their thing, try to stay healthy, and then try to make a run in the playoffs. Man, they're not going to bother with trying to win every. I mean, but this is not the type of team that I think is going to run out there and set all kind of records and play every night. But I guess the main thing for them to do is just develop that chemistry and all that kind of stuff, and just be relatively healthy. But you never know what might happen with these other teams, man. But I think this is like people think, man. I don't know why, but I just think they're going to be a little bit better than what people think.
Well, one thing I was watching from NBA White Guy um,
Mm-hmm.
that he was showing how Westbrook, um, there was nobody in the bench telling Westbrook, "Hey, next time, don't worry, you got it." You know, so
Mm-hmm.
last year the the chemistry factor was atrocious, and so I hope AD and LeBron include Westbrook as like somebody who needs encouragement, because if not, the chemistry is not going to be there. And I know that Pat Bev is a pro teammates type of guy,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm pretty sure that he's. Some people say that he's going to be toxic with Westbrook. I think he's probably the guy who will have Westbrook, um, like in a higher uh, energy. He's probably gonna be the high five guy for Westbrook,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
only if they don't compete for the same position. That's why I think Westbrook is gonna be paired with Pat Bev
Bev,
instead of having them
uh,
competing for the point guard position.
man, that's what I was saying, bro. Because we got Pat Bev, then we got Russ competing. Uh, I don't even know if you would call it a point guard position because these guys are. Darvin Ham says LeBron's going to be the point guard, so it'll kind of was in 2020 where we had two starting guards,
Yeah,
but really ran the point. They were just guards out there in LeBron. So it'll be interesting to see who ends up being starting. To be Russ. I don't I don't see any scenario where they bring this. I just don't think uh, that would be setting things with this team. I don't see any scenario where he starts. It'll be interesting just to see who starts alongside Russ. I mean, the guy's
yeah.
here, so it doesn't really matter who starts, but I know they'll just start him or whatever. But it'll be interesting to see. Will it be Pat? Will it be Kendrick Nunn? Or will it be Dennis Schroeder?
Yeah.
You know,
So
they
many.
got so many or hell, it could no so many different
But I
people to choose
see
from.
I see uh, three guys rotation a lot. Is um, and as long as some of them can guard the three position, um, we're not gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
but but I, I I know Austin Reeves gained some weight in lifting weights,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if he can like somebody on small forward. That kind of.
It's it's gonna be tough. Um,
He's
a
like
little
six
bit.
five. So
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but we don't want to put him in the kind of position that we put Stanley Johnson in last season, man, where he was asked, routinely to guard guys 2 to 3 inches bigger than him. I don't really think that was fair. So, you
yeah.
know, I don't know, man. It is a lot of unanswered. It's a lot of unanswered questions. How things go, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monday.
And where do you see Wendell Gabriel?
Well, that's another thing, bro. Now he has the size. to fit right in there. But whether they, at the end of the season that he needs to work on his shot and all that kind of stuff. So look, he supposedly been him and Austin Reeves. It was him, Austin Reeves, and Stanley Johnson. Been at Lakers headquarters in El Segundo all summer, all day. So putting in work. So we'll see improved over the summer.
Reeves, he's going to be a better shooter. I can tell he's going to be a better shooter this season. Hopefully, I'm right about that.
Yeah, I mean, the ability is there, bro. He already showed that it was just his rookie season that he could shoot. Man, he hit a couple game winners for. So the kid has the abilities. So I don't want to jinx him, bro, but I think Austin Reeves is going to be good. A lot of the natural raw talent that some of these other guys have, man. But one thing he does, he's in the right place at the right time, and he seems like he has the basketball. He has the basketball IQ of NBA veteran, 7 to 10 years. That kind of really helps him.
Yeah,
I like Austin.
and he looks like he puts the work. He puts in the work.
Yeah.
So that's good. I want to see Lonnie Walker and see how he develops too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Right now, it seems like somebody's going to be the odd man out. And talked about Kendrick Nunn. Well, we haven't talked about Kendrick Nunn at all. Kendrick Nunn is 100% healthy, say that he's what, maybe at least the third best or fourth best on the Lakers, and if we can get anything out of him, that's so. If Kendrick Nunn comes back and returns to 20, that's bad news. That's bad news for guys like Lonnie Walker. Somebody's not going to be able to play, bro. Somebody's not going to be able to play.
Yeah. Lonnie Walker, he's going to have to defend,
right?
Probably small forwards in order to get minutes.
Yeah.
I see like the three guards too big type of rotation a lot in the Lakers, because that's what we have a lot of them. And it's not, and we don't have any bad guards. The worst one, coming from last season is Ross. But Ross, he was an MVP for a reason.
Right.
So, I think in this system he can do a lot better than last year.
Yeah, I think so too. Much better system for him to operate in. He won't have all the nerves. I mean, yeah, last season was rough for him, bro. Him coming home, playing for the Lakers, a lot of expectation. I think things got to him a little bit, but this season he's more at peace. Excuse me, and he's just a guy kind of relax and do his thing, man. I think he'll have a bounce back season. And if he does, man, again, that just kind of puts more pressure on Darvin Ham, and Gus is out there playing. He's playing well. And you got to find minutes for Schroeder. Whew. I don't know. He's been going for the Lakers last few seasons. I don't think we'll really have to worry about that because so you know.
Yeah, like if you're gonna keep two guys in those, like I don't think we're gonna keep Ross, even if he does better. I don't think we're gonna keep Ross. We're gonna offer him anything for next year. I
Right.
think um, Schroeder and Kendrick Nunn are probably gonna be next season if Schroeder accepts whatever the Lakers would offer him. Um, but I think I don't think we are going to uh, get rid of Reeves anytime soon.
No,
But still,
I don't think so either. But that's going to be a tough in the Lakers, man, because he's going to be a free agent, and we want him to take a leap forward and have a good season, but we don't want to, we don't want him. He's going to command more money, and other teams are going to come knock. I guess that's just a bridge the Lakers have to cross when they get to it, man.
yeah.
It was going to be some tough decisions.
You,
Uh,
you know what I think about at the end of this season, the Lakers have to think really, really about what are they going to do with all that money that's going to be left uh, from Ross leaving. And I'm afraid that they would go uh, trying to get another star, and then, for example, if they try to get Kyrie, Reeves is not going to be back. Um, pretty much nobody's going to be back, and I don't know how they are going to fill the roster. But it's going to
yeah.
be the same thing. Everybody knew a lot of veterans. Um, unless
They got they got to be they'll make a decision what they're going to do because they don't want want the Lakers to do put themselves in a position like that because the Nets that could be a big issue if anything happens with them um and if they don't resign they're over the cap so it's not like they can just bring in a whole and take Kyrie's place. They either gotta, or try to trade him for something, whatever. Three-star thing, I don't, I don't particularly care for it, but the Lakers they may very well try to do that,
yeah.
but we'll see. We got media day right on Monday, and and then they and then camp starts on Tuesday. So see um, by this time next week the preseason will have. I think so.
Yeah.
By next weekend.
That would yeah, and we'll know.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So it's gonna be everybody makes it through camp. Excuse me, injury free, and that the Lakers can get some luck with the injury bugs and all that stuff this season with the protocols. You know, because that's gonna come back up. So
Yeah,
all these guards might just come in handy. Might
that's
just
it.
come in handy, man. So what you gonna do, man? You gonna start doing your shows on Saturdays?
Um, Today I was trying this streaming service because what happened with StreamYard is that like only you can have if you pay, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the money to keep paying and paying and paying, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it, this one it allows you, I think, up to six guests without
Uh-huh.
paying, but I
Okay, that's
still
good.
have to figure out how to get to get six people
Mm-hmm.
in the you saw that I couldn't figure out to get all the way like
Hey,
through
man.
the first 20 or 30 minutes.
It's okay, man. You got it, bro. It's trial and error, man. I was working on a thumbnail for an last live stream I did, man. I was working on it because I got this. It's another free, and I was like, man, I got to, I got to step up game. But it literally, I'm not a designer or anything, man. But literally, to come up with that thumbnail, and it's just like, yeah, these things you just got to kind of play with it, man, and
Yeah,
just time to. So it's all good. Good,
yeah.
man.
I'm gonna see if we can get like few people here for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll,
You're
I'll
broadcasting. You're broadcasting on Twitter too, right?
yeah, yeah. And so let's see what we can do. Um, I'm gonna. I would like to get someone, Kareem. I like to
Mm-hmm.
interview and to have him with both of us here. I gotta see if I can send him something that
Yeah, just send him a message, either on Instagram or Twitter. He has them both. He has both.
yeah. I'm having
Um,
problem with my Instagram, but I'll check on Twitter.
he's on Twitter. I'll he's on Twitter. He was not using his Twitter a lot, and I was not using my Twitter a lot. Is when I guess it was last week or whenever it was Dan on, and Dan has a large following on Twitter, thousands of people. And what happened when he announced on his Twitter that he was coming on my show on Twitter, just because he said that he was coming on my. I've been sleeping on the Twitter, man. I didn't know so much. So ever since then, I've been trying to you know utilize you know and as soon as he announced that he was going to start following me, I started getting these notifications or whatever. I was like, wow, man, Twitter is
Do
so.
you think he'll take an invite from me?
He just Dan. You know how Dan is on camera, bro. That's how he is off camera. Super cool. All you gotta do, if he's not busy, he's on Twitter.
Okay.
He's on Twitter. He's on
I,
Twitter.
I'm gonna see if I can ask him for
Mm-hmm.
next Saturday. What time did this start on the west side?
It's 10 after 8, so probably, so that I guess this was about 7.
7. So I'm gonna ask him if he would come at 7 so we can do this next Saturday, and that way also I'm gonna like have like questions and stuff for both of you, and I will also answer, but just to have some sort of script.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because today was more of a test. I just wanted to see how this thing worked, and uh, it's fantastic because like I can multi-stream and I can have guests uh, without paying, so
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty good.
Free is
And whenever I
always
can,
good.
I'll get the one of the packages that pay.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, this is pretty good.
Yeah, so far so good, man. So yeah, man. Let me know next Saturday. Home right now because I was sick, but next weekend, man. Just let me know.
Okay. So well, we're past the hour. Let's take the conversation to the next weekend. I
Cool.
might uh, ask you to come back during the week, maybe. I just want to see if I can get 3 or more people here,
Mm-hmm.
and discuss a bit of whatever happens in the week. But if you can't, just we'll just be here on Saturday, and
Okay.
let's see from there.
Yeah, that's cool. Right now, I don't have anything planned for next week. It just maybe Monday we'll try to do the media day. But other than that, goes as the
Oh, okay.
as the news trickles out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right, brother.
Have a good.
Take it easy, man. All right, man.
You too.
Talk to you later.
Uh, all right. That's it for now. Take care of each other and yourself. That was AC from LA Sports Live. He's got a great channel. He's going to be bringing all the news from the media day as they come by. So make sure that you get to subscribe to his channel, and also that you can watch his news. Pretty much everything I learn, it usually comes from him about the team and all that. So for news, definitely go there. Go there. You are going to find all breaking news really fast from LA Sports Live. All right. For me, Like I said, take care of yourself and each other. May God bless you, and go Lakers. Bye bye.